Good morning, class. Today we're starting the Unit 8 lesson, and since Unit 8 is about quadrilaterals and other polygons, so the first few lessons gonna be on polygons and the angles, whether interior or exterior angles. So today we're just gonna name polygons in general. Okay. As a definition, a polygon is a plane figure with at least three straight sides. Okay, so we're gonna write it down. It's a plane figure with at least three straight sides. Let me take this up here. The plane figure is of two-dimensional, okay, structure, so 2D. And then we know the list of these polygons is a triangle. We don't know what kind of triangle is this, but we're just gonna take it as, whether it's isosceles or whether it's equilateral or whether it's scaling. Okay, but we know that the first of all, when we have three-sided polygon, we call it a triangle. And then when we have a four-sided polygon, like in this case here, this looks like a square, but we're not going to call it a square because they have a general name, okay, for four-sided polygons. We call them quadrilateral. So these are names that, that you might really need to come back to your note and, put them in mind. But we also have a way of, generalizing them so that you need to keep them in mind. So anytime I call them, you might just figure out, okay, this is how the sides are, okay, how much sides these ones have. And the one with five sides, the five-sided polygon like this orange one is what we call pentagon. Like the American Defense Headquarters is called the Pentagon, as we all know, because it's five-sided. Like this here, Pentagon. See the image of the Pentagon here. As we can all see the image of the Pentagon here, this is one side, this is the second, this is the third, this is the fourth, this is the fifth. Okay, that's what we call it Pentagon. That's the American Defense Headquarters. Okay, let's come back to our notes. And the six-sided is called hexagon. The seven-sided is called heptagon, the purple one. And the one with eight sides, like this red one there, is what we call octagon. The one with eight is what we call, oh, the seventh one is heptagon. The one with seven side is called heptagon. Six side is called hexagon. The one in red with eight side is what we call octagon. I've not written that octagon. And the one with nine side, the blue one, nine-sided polygon is called nonagon. Nonagon. And then the one with 10 sides is what we call decagon. And there's no specific name for the one with 11 side. Okay, but there's a general name we call them. So we're gonna, but the one with 12 side is known to be dodecagon. And then if you have maybe 20, 30 side, 30, 40 side, n side, we generally call them n-sided, like n gon. The one, if you have a general, you want to generalize, if you don't really know the specific name, you can say n gone. So in the example of the one with 11, you can say 11 gone. So if you have 20, you just say 20 gone. You have 55, 55 gone. Okay. But here, most of the time, since three, the first one, the three says the triangle has three sides. That's why we're able to say triangle. Okay, and three angles. Well, in the first of the for the quadrilateral, quadrum in French means four, and then lateral means side, four-sided figure. Pent, it's a prefix to show five. Okay, and then pentagon. And hexa is six, hept is seven, hepta, octa is eight, nona is nine. Okay, and deca is always 10. Like a decimeter. Okay, decimeter means 10 times a meter. And so then it goes like that. So in terms of polygon, we have the regular ones and the non-regular ones. What do we mean by regular polygon? This is something specific we're going to talk much about later on. A polygon is regular both if it's both equilateral and equiangular. So if you are talking about regular polygon, you must say it's equilateral and also equiangular. What do we mean by equilateral? It means all sides are congruent, and equiangular means all angles are congruent. So in the case of a triangle, a regular triangle it, it's an equilateral triangle where all sides are equal and all angles are also congruent. Okay, and in the case of a quadrilateral, the only quadrilateral that is regular is the square, because in a square all sides are equal and then all angles are also 90. Each of the angles is 90, so all angles are congruent. Okay, so here is an example of a regular quadrilateral. Since quadrilateral is four-sided, so this the only example here, as I've said before, is square. As you can see the picture of a square. Oh, this doesn't look like a square at all. So let me okay. In a square, all sides are the same, and then each angle here is 90. And it's irregular if the sides are it's either the sides are not equal and the angles are equal, or the sides are not equal, or the sides are equal and the angles are not equal. Okay, so the only case here we have here an irregular one is one of them is a rectangle. In a rectangle, the opposite sides are equal, and so it means the upper levels are congruent in terms of sides, and then the extreme parts are also congruent, and the angles, as you can see, each angle measures 90 degrees. But since the sides are not, the angles are congruent, but since the sides are not congruent, we can say this is not a regular quadrilateral. Okay, so this was today. We just gonna talk about how to name quadrilaterals in general, how to name polygons in general, and then next time we're gonna go further in doing looking for sides, angles, whether interior angle or exterior angle, and do other things. Okay, so do have a beautiful day. Thank you so much.